I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Hey guys, David from PassTheGuitar.live here for another song tutorial. And in this video, we're gonna be working on For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. A fantastic song for beginners, especially because aside from being awesome and super fun to play, it offers players a variety of entry points to learn it. From a basic, simplified version, which is what we're going to be covering in this video, where all you need is 3 chords, E major, A major, and D major. The first 3 chords pretty much every guitar player learns in the beginning, and a basic strumming, to playing the actual guitar parts of the song, where you can play more chords, more complex strumming patterns, guitar riffs, and even experiment with guitar effects and sounds if you're playing electric guitar and you have guitar effects. Super nice, right? In fact, we're also going to share with you one more chord you can add so you can have the whole set of basic chords to play this song. In this case, it's C major. And the reason why we're not adding to the actual lesson is because C major is a chord that beginners tackle later on. But if you know how to play the C chord or you're working on that chord, this is going to be the perfect lesson for you to practice it. So with that, we cover everything that we need before we start this lesson. So if you are ready, you know the drill. Let's waste no more time and dive right in. Let's start by taking a look at the list of chords we're going to need for this song for this tutorial. And as you probably heard me saying before, we're going to need E major, A major, and D major. And these are the only chords you need for this tutorial. But I said that I was going to share with you also the C major. If you're working on C major and you already know how to play, we're going to show you where you can play the C major. So here it is, C major. Nice, that's all we need when it comes to chords. And now that we have covered that, let's take a look at what we're going to be using for strumming pattern. And here it is, very nice, super simple, a 1-bar phrase. And keep in mind that we're only going to use this strumming pattern for the choruses. For the rest of the song, we're just going to be playing whole notes. The idea is to keep it as simple as possible so that beginner guitar players can actually learn and play and have fun with this song. All right, let's make sure that we are counting to the subdivisions of the 8th notes, because we do have 8th notes here on the 3rd beat, and we're moving our hands to that subdivision as well. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that by the time we get to the 3rd beat, when we say 3, the pick is going to be going down when we're going to hit. And when we say end, after 3, we're going to be going up. And we're going to get those strings as well. So here we go. Make sure you're counting with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, down, down, up, down. That's all. Let's plug in a chord. Let's use E major. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And down, 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 up, down, and down, 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 up, down. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial so far, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, click on that bell, and like this video. And if you have any questions or requests for any type of content you would like to see us covering in this channel, leave us a comment and we'll get right to it. Now that we have chords and strumming pattern, it's time for us to take a look at the song form and chord progressions. And when it comes to it, this song is pretty simple. Although there are some different parts, we only need 2 chord progressions, and one of them you use for the majority of the song. Like intros, interludes, and verses, they're all the same. And for the choruses, we have a different chord progression, and as you know, a different strumming pattern. We're actually going to play the strumming pattern that we worked on the previous chapter. So if you don't feel comfortable with it, make sure you go back and practice, and then you can come back to this chapter and play the parts. Well, let's start with the easy ones. So this is the chord progression we're going to be using for verses, interludes, and intro. It's a 4-bar phrase where we start with a full measure of E major, and then we go to a full measure of A major, go back to another full measure of E major, and finish this 4-bar phrase with a full measure of A major. That's it. And the only thing that you need to keep in mind is that when we're playing intros and interludes are the in-between choruses and new verses. So when you just hear the instruments playing without any lyrics, and the intro, you know, it's right at the beginning of the song itself. For those, we're only going to play this chord progression one time through. But for the verses, we're going to repeat. That's why you saw repeat signs here. So let's practice by using the repeat signs so we get to play a little bit more. So let's do that, and we're only going to use whole notes. As you know, that's how we're going to play this part. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and A, 2, 3, and 4, and E, 2, 3, and 4, and A, 2, 3, and repeat, and E, 2, 3, and 4, and A, 2, 3, and 4, and E, 2, 3, and last measure A, 2, 3, and 4, and. That's it. Super nice, right? Nice and easy, so that you can start practicing these basic chords and while you're actually playing a pretty cool song. Well, now let's take a look at what we're going to be doing for the choruses. And it's this one here. Nice, and we actually have only a 2-bar phrase. The choruses in this song are super short. We start with a measure where we play E major for the first half and D major for the second half. And then on the last measure, we have a full measure of A major. I'm gonna show you guys where the C major comes to play in case you want to play the C major. And it's right here. Look, it's the same 2-bar phrase, and it starts the same way with E moving to D. And then the change is that for the second measure, we play for the first half A major, and the second half we play C major. Nice, right? Gave you the 2 options. Without the C major, it's going to still work really well and sound nice. But if you want to add and you're practicing, you know how to play the C chord, you know where it goes. But keep one thing in mind. I'm going to go back here to the whole part, and let's take a look at the first measure where we just moved from E to D. Our strumming pattern has 2 eighth notes on the 3rd beat, and that's only going to happen when we go to D because we're sharing the strumming pattern or one measure with 2 chords. So for E, we're just gonna play 2 quarter notes, 1, 2, and then we move to D and play the other half of the strumming pattern, 3 and 4. So one more time, it's gonna be the first half of the strumming pattern on E, 1, 2, and then move to D and play the 8th notes, down, up, down. And that's the same case if you want to actually play the C major on the second half. You're gonna play A, 1, 2, and then C, you're gonna play the second half of the strumming pattern, 3 and 4. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's practice by plugging in the chords and playing the chorus. Let's do the chorus a couple times because the chorus is so short, so we get to practice a little bit. Make sure that if you want to add the C major, you play it. But if you don't want to, just stay on A major for the second half. I'm gonna go back and forth so I give everybody a chance to listen to me playing with the C major and without the C major. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and E, 2, D, 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 A, 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 back to E, 2, D, 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 A, A, C, C, C. Now that we covered all we need, let's put everything together in a playthrough demo and practice. I'm gonna do a verse and I'm gonna do a chorus. I'm actually gonna do the last chorus, the outro chorus, where we get to repeat that chorus at least 4 times. Let's start with the verse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something happening here. 2, 3. What it is ain't exactly clear. 2, 3. There's a man with a gun over there. 2, 3, telling me I got to beware. 1, 2, 3, 4. Super nice, right? Now let's do that outro / last chorus where we get to play that 2-bar phrase 4 times. And make sure that if you are already practicing your C chord, use it. But if you don't know, don't worry. Just play A major for the second bar, for the full second measure. All right, I'm gonna be going back and forth so I get everybody a chance to hear how it sounds with and without the C. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Better stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. And that's a wrap for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys had fun and learned a lot. And let us know in the comments if you want us to cover any other specific parts of the song, like that harmonic guitar part that I played, super iconic part of the song, or the riffs, other strumming patterns, or anything else that you would like to see us cover in this channel. Just leave us a comment and we'll get right to it. And don't forget to check out our playlist song tutorials where you can learn tons of your favorite songs and you can start today. So don't waste any time and just head over there. My name is David Cordero and I'll see you guys on another video.